Good morning, all of you. Welcome back once again to the online classes of TMKS. Today we'll be discussing about the topic of overpopulation and underpopulation. Basically, class 8 we have talked about the population dynamics in the previous chapter. I hope that you must have studied that chapter, and if still you have not studied, please go through that video once again. I'll be posting that video along with this video. This is very important portion because that two chapters I have told you that is interrelated. After doing this video, we'll be doing the exercises and question answers of this chapter in the next term. Now, what is population? I've told you in that previous chapter also, but I am revising it once again. What is population? Many of you must be knowing. The population is the total number of inhabitants or people which are living in a particular place. So, you know that the population can be measured with the help of number, that the total number of people which are living in a country, as well as the density. You know that many times the density of the population is different from the population total of the country. How can you say that? It is basically because when the population we will be talking about, population is basically the total number of people which are living. Then when we are talking about the whole country India, we say that 135 crore people are there in our country. That is the population of our country, and it is very high. We are second number in the whole world. But what is density of the population? Density of the population states that the number of people which are living in per kilometer area, per square kilometer of area, the number of people which are living in a country. So, or in a particular place. Suppose if we talk about the alluvial plains in India, it is densely populated because it is having a high density of population. Because what happens in the alluvial plains, there is lots of transportation facility, easy, more houses are there, easy construction of houses are there, easily availability of the jobs are there, so people are living on large numbers. UP, Bihar, West Bengal, we know that the density of the population is very. When we move towards the northeast India, northeast India means the seven sister states, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura. What happened in that places, the density of population is sparse. Sparse density of population means that the density of population is not too much, not too high. There are number of people are less in a particular per square kilometer of area, because what happened that the agriculture and other job oriented approach are less, and the tribal peoples are more, infrastructure is not properly developed, and there is lack of transportation facility. That is why we say that there are three categories which are being according to the density of the population. One is highly populated density, that is in the alluvial plains when you are talking about our country or any other country. When you talk about the river valleys, where the plains, the alluvial plains, where the easy job availability, infrastructure, clothes, houses, transportation, then there would be high density of population. When we are talking about sparsely populated places, the places which are having less civic amenities, lack of transportation facilities, lack of job, they are known as sparsely populated or sparsely density of population. Yeah, sparse density of population is there. Next is low density of population. What is low density of population? When the population of a country is significantly low, or the density of the population is very low. Suppose in the case of desert, Saudi Arabia, in the case of UAE, the deserts are there, the people are only situated and concentrated in the cities. They are not in outskirts, so they are very less populated. When you talk about Antarctica, frozen continents are there, so what happened that the people do not live there. So that is why we say that there is less density of population in that place. Now, what do you understand by the term overpopulation? When the number of people which are living in a particular place or a country are having a high density of population in that particular place, that is known as overpopulation. Once again, overpopulation क्या होता है समझ लीजिए. Overpopulation basically वो सिचुएशन है जब कभी बहुत बड़ी संख्या में लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर लिविंग टुगेदर इन अ पर्टिकुलर प्लेस. what are the causes of overpopulation in a particular place? Overpopulation and underpopulation are just opposite to each other. Now what happens when we are talking about overpopulation? What is overpopulation? Overpopulation means a technique where the people have lots of things which are there for their ability, for their survival, for their growth, for their development. So, what would be the causes of the overpopulation? First, high birth rate. Birth rate would be high. I've talked about the birth rate in the previous video. Please go through that. Next, the death rate. Death rate, what is death rate? Death rate basically means the number of people which are dying in a country is reducing. Why? Because the country's healthcare facilities is increasing. The epidemics are being controlled. Proper healthcare facilities are there in the country. So that is why. Next, there would be less infant mortality rate. The number of children which are taking birth in a country 0 to 1, they'll be surviving properly. They'll not be malnourished. They'll be having a proper development. Next, there are availability of jobs in that country. The job is available in a proper manner. There is a strong infrastructure growth in that country. There is buildings, bridges, tourist places. The people can easily visit. So there would be high population of the country. There would be easy availability of jobs, means that the people would have agriculture, industry, manufacturing, all these places, such as, in agriculture India is there, in development you can say in industries America is an example, classic example. So when these things are available. Next, good transportation facility, when the people can reach from one place to another very easily, their things are well connected, then the population of that particular place is particularly high. Next, what are the advantages, what are the causes of underpopulation? First of all, what are the causes of underpopulation? Just opposite. There would be low birth rate, there would be high death rate. High death rate means the number of people dying in a particular place can be more. Next, lack of educational facilities, lack of job opportunities, lack of transportation, the infrastructure of that place would not been proper, or one more reason can be there, a war or an epidemic would have destroyed that place. कभी कभार क्या होता है, कभी किसी कंट्री की लड़ाई हो गई, वॉर हो गया, एपिडेमिक फैल गया, बहुत बड़ी महामारी आ गई, then the people would have died or they have run through that place. So underpopulation can be there. So I hope underpopulation and overpopulation causes Now we'll be moving that advantages and disadvantages of overpopulation first of all. Advantages, what are the advantages of overpopulation? कोई कहेगा यार advantages, overpopulation का क्या advantage है, नुकसान ही है? नहीं, कुछ advantage भी. देखिए, first very important advantage that there would be a large labor force to work. If you want to work in a particular place, the labor force would be large. If the labor force are large, if the working hands are more, you can produce more, production can be more. Third, standard of living can be high. Next, a very important thing, there would be leading to more savings. What happened when there would be more people in a country, then the rate of saving would be more. That is why it is being said that the people of a particular place or a person which are belonging to a particular place, they play a very important role in determining the development of that particular event or place. I hope this much is clear. So, advantage is there. Now disadvantage. Disadvantage, it is very easy. Everybody can say that the resources would be exploited. Too much exploitation of the resources would be there. Whether it is natural resource, coal, gold, silver, petroleum product, they would be exploited in a large number. It would finish off. Next, there would be poverty. There would be lack of development, low infrastructure, low saving. People would not have job. Unemployment would be there. Low standard of living are there. That are the disadvantages of the overpopulation. Next, what are the advantages of underpopulation? There are some advantages of underpopulation also, such as the proper availability of the resources would be there. There would be proper use of resources. The culture and community can grow properly. Development of that particular place can be faster and easily done. Then infrastructure growth can be there. Educational facilities can be increased. But what are the disadvantages? They do not have the touch with the foreign countries. There would be large number of migration. I think that people would have migrated to learn other places. They would not have proper development skills. They would not have new technology. New technology won't be there, and they would be not having proper growth opportunities to develop in future. So that is why overpopulation and underpopulation both are not good for a country. It is important that the population should be managed in a proper manner so that the country should grow in a proper and a correct manner. But we can say overpopulation is much more easily and properly managed than a underpopulation. So these two topics, which are population dynamics, overpopulation and underpopulation, go through this topic. This is a very easy topic which is there, and after that we'll be basically doing the question answers. If you like this video, please press the like button. Please do not forget to subscribe this channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.